feel like that one Disney princess who like talks to animals. Can y'all see them? You got deer number 1. And you got deer number 2. What a beautiful park. I'm walking around getting ready to record this video, and it is beautiful out here. I mean, look at this. You got the background back there. You got it right there. Honestly, just a beautiful scene. Look at this. Feels like I'm in like, I don't know, like a little peaceful area. You hear the birds chirping, ducks quacking. Look at this. Wow. Look at this. Oh, you missed it. He was just like laying down. Let's see if he does it again. I guess not. I'm gonna meditate here for a little bit. Look at all this. I wish the camera could do it justice. I mean, it's catching it a little bit, but nah, it doesn't compare to in person. Right there. So I'm not gonna lie. Smell like elephant dung. If the camera's tilted, it's because I got a crazy ass setup. I can't even touch it, but like, it's like here on a tree with a big ass rock behind it with another rock holding the phone up. I'll show you once I'm done recording, but y'all miss me? Nah, just playing. Unless you did. I missed y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I missed y'all. It's been over 4 months. A lot has happened since then, and I'm going to explain why I was gone for so long. But first, let me ask you this. Why do you believe in God? Is it because of society? Is it because your parents are Christian? Maybe you grew up going to church every Sunday or every other Sunday. Maybe your parents just always spoke about Jesus and God to you, so you were conditioned to believe in God from there. Maybe it's because of conformity, meaning like since everybody else around you believe in God, you yourself are like, okay, if everybody else believes in God, I might as well believe in God too, right? Better than not believing in God and being the odd one out. It's almost like you don't want to be the black sheep, so you conform and fit yourself within that category of people. Basically what I'm trying to say is, do you believe in God because it's like the right thing to do, it's the common thing to do? Or do you believe in God because you genuinely either had an experience or have your own convincing piece of evidence or pieces of evidence that made you believe in God? Or do you believe in God because you yourself had your own interaction with God and have reached the ultimate conclusion that He is real? I would say around late last year, early this year, I was challenged. I would say it was really myself, asking myself the questions I just asked you. Why do you believe in God? You see, in school, I was going to these Bible study sessions. I was going to church. From an outsider looking in, I was a Christian. I was a believer of Christ. I believed in God. But that wasn't true in the inside. Yes, I believed in God. I say this. Yes, I believed in a higher power, but I wasn't 100% convinced that it was God, the Christian God. I felt like I was being a Pharisee. I felt like I was being holier than thou. Like, oh, I'm going to Bible study. I'm going to church. I'm better than you. Now, obviously I wasn't acting like that, or at least I hope I wasn't acting like that, but that's how I felt. I felt like I knew all the right answers, but I lacked that genuine connection with God. It's kind of like this one thing I always say. It's one thing to know, but it's another thing to have that experience. You can know how to drive. You can know the speed limit to go. You can know slow down at a yellow light, even though I don't slow down. I ain't gonna lie, I be speeding up. You know, stop at stop signs, yield to pedestrians. But until you actually get behind the wheel, grab that steering wheel and put your foot on that pedal, you don't know how to drive. Yes, you know how to drive, but you don't know how to drive. There were moments, like I said, where I thought I felt God. For instance, my very first Bible study session, I think I maybe talked about it in a previous video, but the very first Bible study session I had, I talked about how I felt like this weird light, like I felt lightheaded, and I assumed it was the Holy Spirit. Looking back at it now, I don't know. There's a lot of things that happened in the past where I question it. Okay, was this God, or is this just me assuming it is God? Am I making it up in my head, or is this reality? So anything where I was questioning if it were real or not, I completely disregarded it, got rid of it completely. So I started fresh. I was like, you know what? If I'm not 100% certain that that was God, I'm just going to outright say it was not God. I just realized I had my towel on my shoulder the whole time. So yeah, I came back from the gym and I found this park right here. I've just been walking around and preparing for this video right here to talk to you guys. So after I threw out all of the questionable evidence, I was left with nothing. I reached the ultimate conclusion that I didn't know if I knew God or not. Yes, I knew God, but I didn't know if I had that genuine connection, that one-on-one with the actual God. Because I don't think a lot of people understand what it means to have a relationship with God. I think people hear that and say like, oh, okay, I'm just supposed to pray and like have faith that he's there. But sure, that's a part of it. But what I think it means to have a relationship with God is like an actual person, just like how you have a relationship with your mother, your father, your best friend, your cousins, your teachers, your coworkers. You have a real relationship. You go back and forth with each other. It's the exact same way with God, but I didn't have that, and I don't think a lot of people have that. I think a lot of people just let me correct myself. I do think a lot of people have that, but I also think there are some people who doubt themselves if they do have that, and I was one of those people. So again, I was questioning if God were real. Yes, I knew there was a God. I knew there was a higher power, but I wasn't sure if it was the Christian God I was told to believe. And so, because I wasn't able to reach a conclusion, I kind of just, I guess you could say I left Christianity behind. I stopped going to my Bible studies. I stopped going to the church services. I stopped reading my Bible. I even stopped praying. I just gave up on a life altogether and decided to live a normal life. I told myself the answer will find me when it's meant to find me. So I'm just gonna live my life the way I wanna live it. And the reason why I left it behind was because I didn't wanna believe in God based on fake beliefs, or I didn't wanna believe in God because it's the right thing to do. I wanted to believe in God because I felt him and I had that genuine connection with him. And if I'm being completely honest, another thing I was very much afraid of was becoming one of those people who were like, you ever met someone who is 100% religious and like zero personality? Like their personality is the religion. Like you can try to talk to them about, let's say, what do people talk about? What do I talk about? Let's say I want to talk to you about, I've been playing this game called Terraria recently. I'm addicted to it. Let's say I'm trying to talk to you about Terraria, right? Somehow this person turns Terraria into like a damn Bible study about talking about God and stuff, which is cool. Like, I'm glad, you're that passionate about God, but where's your personality? I don't know. I was just afraid of that. And ironically enough, around that same time where I started to like have all these questions and doubts and frustration, because I'm not gonna lie, it was a very challenging time in my life. I was pushed to my limits. I had so many questions that weren't answered. I was so frustrated with God and myself. On top of that, I was going through like personal stuff in life. My truck had got broken into. Actually, a couple of days after my birthday, my truck got broken into. And the part that sucks was it happened on my driver's side window. So now I can't see out of my driver's side window. My radio's gone. Just thinking back to these times, like, gosh. Yeah, my truck got broken into. My radio was gone. My driver's side window is covered with like plastic, so it's kind of hard for me to see. I went against my gut and tried to find this part for my window, find a new window via going to junkyards. I ended up wasting like 2 weeks of my time, when the whole time I should have just ordered it online, which I eventually did, and I had to wait like another 2 weeks just to get that window back. So a lot of frustration there, but eventually I got my window fixed. And then right after I got my window fixed, my truck broke down. Oh my gosh, my fucking truck broke down for good. Like, my truck died. And I can tell you exactly when it happened. I'm driving to work and I get to the stoplight right next to an insomnia cookie. It's kind of like crumble cookie, but it's a different, same thing. And the light turned green and I floored the gas and went, it didn't go nowhere. It went absolutely nowhere, and I was just like, oh my gosh. So on top of my truck breaking down, I'm not gonna lie, school was tossing my salad. School was giving me a run for my money. That semester really made me question why I'm going to college. I really, I was this close to dropping out. Oh, I was so fed up with that semester. On top of that, I was getting to know a person on a deeper level, but because of school stressing me out and my truck stressing me out, I kind of pushed everybody away, including this person I was getting to know. And I never mean to do it intentionally. It's just whenever I get stressed out, the best way to solve that for me is to be alone, so I can figure this out and get back on track. But in doing so, I neglected that other person's feelings and how they felt. Well, obviously, right? And, things went south. So that's another thing that's adding on to the turmoil. Around the time I'm like questioning God and all these questions. And then on top of that, once my truck broke down, I got sick, like crazy sick. Like, man, I thought I was gonna die. I spent legit a day and a half in bed. Like, I think I only got up to use the restroom. I don't even think I ate. Like, I was ridiculously sick. On one side, I have all these frustrations, questions, concerns, confusion with God. And then on the other side, I'm having life whoop my ass, bro. Life is fucking, this is what life is doing. So again, I started living life normally, and I kind of forgot about the whole Christianity stuff, God, and all these questions. Again, I left it behind indefinitely. I told myself the answer will find me when it's meant to find me. A couple weeks later, one of my best friends, Corey, shout out to my dog, he had invited me to go on a trip to Europe with him. And of course, I was gonna take that trip. So long story short, we take this trip to Europe, and a couple of days into the trip, we see beautiful things. We see, I forget what they call it. It's like a palace in the UK, but we're in London. We're seeing beautiful architecture, buildings, everything in London. And then we go to Dublin, Ireland, and that was amazing. Like, that whole trip was breathtaking. Every day, every second of the trip was just amazing. And next we went to Amsterdam, and we get to Amsterdam, and again, beautiful, architecture is amazing, everything is just, it's not home. I'm not home. I'm in a totally different world, living a totally different life. And again, like we've done the past few days, we've been in Europe. We walked the city, explored architecture, different monuments like parks and stuff like that, memorials, whatever, right? Exploring. And then I see this cathedral, and I'm like, whoa, like, dude, look at that cathedral. That's pretty cool. Let's go check it out. Now, nothing's too crazy about this because by this point, we done seen many cathedrals in Ireland and I want to say the UK. Maybe we didn't see a cathedral, but like, you know, we're in buildings. This isn't different for me saying, hey, let's go to this cathedral. So we walk into the cathedral and immediately all of the questions and frustrations and anger and sadness, all the negative feelings I had towards not knowing if I had a genuine relationship with God or not, I felt it coming back up like boiling water. You know when water boils and it starts to overflow? I felt it all coming up. And like, I'm looking at these beautiful statues. I'm gonna show you guys pictures. And I feel myself choking up. And again, this is weird because I done been inside many other cathedrals and I didn't feel this. And I look at Corey and I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, like, we gotta go before I start crying. And we walk out and he basically like asked me why, and I told him everything I just told you guys. And he was like, I'm not gonna lie, bro, I think you should go back because I think that's God trying to talk to you. And my whole mood is off. I'm sad. My head is down. You can obviously see me fighting back tears. And I'm like, yeah, I think you're right. I think I do need to go back and just let whatever is about to happen. And so that's what I did. We turned back around. I walked inside the cathedral, and there was this one statue. I'm gonna show you guys a picture of that right now. Beautiful statue. The picture does not do it justice, man. But it was right after Jesus died on the cross and Mary and the other wonderful ladies took him off the cross and was obviously looking at Jesus Christ who was dead. And man, the moment I kneeled down, there was like this little like a place for you to kneel, get on your knees and like pray. The moment I kneeled down right there, I started crying so hard, like a toddler who just got their toy snatched away from them. I'm like bawling my eyes out, snotty nose, everything. And like, yeah, there's people around, but like, I'm not even thinking about that. It's me and God. And I'm not crying because I had all these questions and emotions, but I'm crying because I felt God. I felt his presence. And you might be asking me, Tro, what does that feel like? It felt like the purest form of empathy. It felt like God was comforting me, saying like, it's okay, I forgive you, I understand your frustration, I know why you feel the way you feel, I forgive you, I'm not mad at you, I've always been here by your side. And this is what I'm feeling. Like, I don't hear words, but I felt this. And like, I'm just crying. I'm saying like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I'm saying this out loud and in my head. I'm like shaking my head. I'm like, man, I'm such a fool for even going down this path of like doubting you and questioning if you are the true God. And yeah, I sat there and cried for a while and felt God and held on to that moment, just feeling his presence, just experiencing my true first interaction with God. And it was beautiful. Right there I knew, and I said out loud, you are the true God, you are real. Right there I knew Jesus Christ was real. God is very real. That moment right there in Amsterdam. So after I cried my eyes out like a big baby, I gathered myself together, you know. I'm in Amsterdam, let me lock back in. You know, I'm in Europe with my boy. Let me lock in. We're in Europe. Gather myself. I'm joking. I did gather myself, but I'm not like, nah, you know, I'm walking out, and he's like, how you feel, man? And I felt at peace. It's so crazy saying this out loud. Like, I felt at peace. I felt like God left a piece of him within me. And ever since that moment, guys, you can call this spiritual juju or whatever you want to call it. When I first moved to San Antonio, I used to always see angel numbers like 333, 444, all those. Again, you call it what you want to call it, but I always took that as God, just letting me know, hey, I'm here with you, you're okay. Whenever I started having all those doubts and questions, even way before that, I stopped seeing angel numbers, Never thought about it, but like I never saw them again. But I promise you guys, on my life, after that moment I had with God, I saw angel numbers multiple times every single day after that. Even still to this day, I done seen angel numbers multiple times a day. And I know that's God telling me he's with me. I know that's God, because that's too much of a coincidence. That's crazy to me. So I get it now why people believe in God and why they follow God and why they're so compelled by his story and follow him, because he is real. So my main takeaway from this whole experience, and what I want to leave with you guys, is be genuine with your journey with God. Don't try to act holier than thou, or like you're better than anybody, or that you know more than what you actually do, because God knows how much you genuinely believe in him and how much you actually trust him. He knows, and he will test you. So just be authentic, be honest, and it is okay to ask questions. It's okay to be mad at God. Jesus too was a human. He is human, he is God, he was both. It's okay to ask questions, it's okay to be frustrated. Just make sure you go back to him. And guys, just take your time. Again, it's a journey. This is a marathon, it's not a race. We have the rest of our lives to answer all these questions in the universe and to see if God is real or not. So ask questions, give it time, reach your own conclusion at your own time. Be patient. He's real, and he will talk to you when he deems it's necessary. That's it. Oh, also, this is my setup. So I had this rock. This rock was like this, and my phone was like right here. And then that's the rock. I had it. Let me just. Oh, it's almost like I'm playing Tetris right here. You see how that fits almost perfectly. But anyways, yeah, my phone was like this.